Hi everyone, you're welcome to another interesting tutorial. I'm Yinky, and today I'll be showing you how I made this exaggerated sleeve. This sleeve is like on, it looks like a horn, but in this tutorial I'll show you how to cut materials that you need to put in order to make it stand like this. And I have my collar stay here. As you can see, this is more of fabric than paper, so the collar stay is very hard and it will be able to withstand test of time. So here I have my pattern paper. Just fold into two and mark 14 inches as the length. Mark 14 inches for the length of the paper, and the width of the paper can be as much as 10 or 8 inches in the width of the paper. As in, so here I just take an horizontal line on the upper part, and you take 7 inches here. I also take 7 inches here, like you're dividing the 14 into 2. Just divide that 14 inches into 2 like so. So after I have divided it into 2, what I have here, then I'm going to come here. Please, this is the sample of one that I've made, and I'm going to use that one to show you how this will be made. So I will make 7 inches here, 7 inches. So after I've marked that 7 inches, I told you that the paper is folded by 9 inches. I'll also mark 7 inches here. Then I'll put my French curve and take the curved line like this. And after I've done that, I'm almost getting the shape that I wanted. On this part, I'll just put my, this is how it's supposed to be. So I'm placing it to know the shape it will form. So here, I'm going to place my French curve and trace out the bent part like so. This is on the other side like this. So I'm trying to get the proper way to place my French curve. So after I have gotten this, and I'm going to extend this line upward like this. So I've gotten the shape here. So I'm going to trace out the other lines. So I'll trace this out in this way. So after tracing it out, we are almost done with the upper part of the exaggerated sleeve. So on the down part, I'll just mark half of an inch or 3/4. So 3/4 of half of an inch is okay because it's on fold. Then I also place my French curve and extend it towards the center. I'm going to extend it towards the center in this manner. So I'll just extend like so with the French curve. Just bend your French curve and extend like so. So we have gotten the shape that we wanted. The next thing to do is to cut out. If you like, you may not fold your paper. So just know that even if you don't fold your paper, when you are cutting your fabric, you must fold your fabric, because your fabric, you need like 4 pieces. 4 pieces of this is what you need for 2 sleeves, because it is each sleeve will be 2 of this. So the arrow means that from that part, the line, your vertical measurement is 14 inches. That's that's what the arrow is indicating, and on the horizontal it is 7 inches. So after I have done that, here I have 5 inches, just to be able to get the exact measurement, so that if you want to do your own, you will be sure of what you are making. So here I have 5 inches, and that's all we have. I can go ahead now and cut everything out. I'll cut the sleeve out. So this is the material I'm using for the sleeve. So I'll place right side facing each other for one sleeve. This is just a single sleeve. So if I want to cut the other sleeve, I'll still go through this same process again. So with one of these, I'm going to put my collar stay. I call this collar stay the hardest one. So this is my paper. I'm going to reduce half of an inch all to round the circumference of the paper, round the perimeter. Let me see, perimeter of the paper. I'm going to remove half of an inch all through. Then after I've removed half of an inch, I will use it to cut the collar stay. So the essence of doing this is to take away the sewing allowance. So here on the lining, I'm still, the one that has been reduced will be used to cut the lining. I mean the stay, the collar stay will be used to cut the lining, and so this is the lining. So I've reduced half of an inch. So the chalking that I'm putting here, I'm trying to chalk where I'm going to stitch. I will run a stitch on the chalk lines. So I'm going to place right side of each on the I'm going to place my collar stay on the main fabric, and you can see why I was placing while I'm placing the collar stay, I'm still putting hemming gum so that it will stick very well. And you can see that the collar stay does not take all the spaces on the main fabric. There is a sewing allowance of ½ inch round so that it will be easy to sew. That's why I reduce it on the pattern paper, and I use it to cut the collar stay. So having done that, I put the collar stay on both, so on both panel. So I'm going to stitch, this is placing the right side of the two pieces on each other. I'm going to stitch with ½ inch. So I'll be stitching with ½ inch right away. So you can see the part that I chalked is what I'm stitching. So I'll just stitch round like so. So I'll just continue to stitch round. When I get to the extreme end, I'll stop. So when I get to the extreme end, I'm going to stop, and this is where I'll stop. Then whatever I have done to the main fabric, I'll repeat the same process on the lining. This is the lining, and you can see what I put ST. This is ST. This also is more of fabric than paper. So ST is to give your sleeve a very good support. So I will also stitch by ½ inch on the ST too, placing the two shapes together and stitching by ½ inch also. And after I have done that, I have my lining separate and I have my main fabric separate. So these two will be joined together right away. And this is how you do it. So turn it to the right side. Turn it to the right side of the fabric. Lining is turned to the right side. The right side will face the right side of the main fabric. So this is how I'm going to do it. I will turn both to the right side and use their right side to face each other like this. Then I'm going to start my stitch from this end. So from this end, I'll place it like so and start stitching from here. So I'll just go ahead and run the stitch round the I'll just run the stitch. So just follow the way I'm running the stitch. It's not, I'm still going to leave a space, and the space I'm going to leave that I will not run the stitch is the arm, the one that I'm going to attach to the armhole. So I'll take ½ inch up like this. I'll take ½ inch up, and when I get here, I'll stop. I'll stop here. Then I'll do the same thing to the other side and stop the same place that I stop here. So I'll extend this to the other side also and stitch and stop there. So you can see that we have a space like the sleeve cap. That's where we are going to turn everything out to the right side. So I'll just stitch down like so, still the same ½ inch I'm going to use to stitch down like so. So after I have done that, the next thing to do is to turn to the right side. Turn the sleeve to the right side. And when I turn to the right side, I'll go and give it a nice press. So a nice press will do at this point, will make it so beautiful at this point. So when I push it inward, this is what I have. You can see our sleeve is ready. It's just like a horn. Very beautiful and lovely sleeve. So it's a kind of exaggerated sleeve, but it's the shape is like a horn. So I'll stitch this just like you're matching it. Just match it round with ½ inch also, and this part will be attached to the sleeve cap. So if you want to fix it without a because the way I fix it in the picture, you can see it has a basic sleeve, like a long sleeve underneath. But here I'm going to show you how to fix it without a long. If you want to place it without a long sleeve underneath, it's still okay, it will still be beautiful. But when you want to place it like that, you just place it as if you are fixing a cap sleeve. So I mean a cup sleeve. So now you're going to mark 3 inches from the underarm. This is the armhole. So you're going to mark 3 inches from the underarm, then you place it on that 3 inches, then you fix it upward. So from that 3 inches, I'm not starting from the underarm itself. I'm not starting from there. I will leave 3 inches space before I start. That's what I'm trying to let you understand here. So I'll just fix it like so, and as I go ahead and fix it, I will still pleat on the sleeve cap, because it is more than the actual measurement that is from on the sleeve cap. So I'm still going to pleat because it's intentional. The pleat is intentional because I want it to kind of puff out. So I'll fix it like so. I'll just go ahead and arrange the pleats on it and fix it like so. So when I get, that means on the other side also, I will not get to the underarm, so that it will be on the same line. So I'm almost done with fixing of the sleeve without putting a long sleeve underneath. So, but the one you saw in the picture has a long sleeve underneath. So this is just basically fixing only the sleeve without any other sleeve underneath. This is a single sleeve. But when you have a double sleeve, like the one you see in my picture, you're going to place the sleeve that you have done. You're going to place it on a single, like this is a tool, and the tool can be of any color of your choice. Then you mark the same 3 inches that I marked while fixing the ordinary one. That's what you're going to mark on the sleeve. You're going to mark that 3 inches. After marking the 3 inches, this 3 inches is okay for any adult. So after marking these 3 inches with my chalk, that means I'm trying to indicate where I will, where this exaggerated sleeve will start and end. So this is, that means I'm going to, that same 3 inches, I'll place it on the sleeve like see, like so. You can see the way I'm trying to place it on the sleeve. And I believe if you can cut a basic sleeve, you should be able to cut this type of long sleeve. And if you can't do that, I have a tutorial on my channel that explains how to cut a basic sleeve, a long sleeve. And that I believe that will be of help. So after you have done that, the next thing is to just attach the way I'm attaching. You know, the tool does not have right or wrong side. So any side is okay. That's why I'm placing it. So I'm still going to stop on that. The chalk line, I'm going to stop there. That means the tool will extend out more than the exaggerated sleeve. So I'll just stitch like so, and this is what I have. This is what I have, and I will show you the extension will now be joined together as a single sleeve, like as a basic sleeve. I'll need to join it together like this. So I'll close it. I'm trying to put the sleeve measurement here, like joining the long sleeve together to form a sleeve, a long sleeve. So I'll just continue like so. So after I have done that, placing, because by this time you should know the right side on your tool and the wrong side on your tool. So I shouldn't be the one to tell you that. You just, when you check it, you will see, you will know which is the right side and which one is the wrong side, so that you'll be able to join you'll be able to face the wrong side, the right side will be able to face each other. So after I have done that, this is what I have. I'll bring it out to the right side, and I will have this. After bringing it out to the right side, this is what I have. So the long sleeve is underneath the exaggerated sleeve. So I'll cut all my thread and go ahead and fix it on the dress. So this is what I have. I can go ahead now and fix it on the dress. So here is the one that this will come with the armpit. The net will come with the underarm hole. So I'll bring the dress now and fix the sleeve. So it is still the same way we fix our ordinary sleeve. There is no difference between this, just that if you have a surplus on the exaggerated sleeve, you can just pleat it on the sleeve cap. So that's just the difference. So the net will come with the under armpit like so. Then I'll stitch with half of an inch. I'm going to, that's the sewing allowance that I put on the sleeve, so there's no difference. So I'll just go ahead and arrange it very well, though the dress is heavier here, and it's not that easy to fix a sleeve when the dress is getting heavy, but I'm still going to fix it anyway. So just go ahead and stitch with half of an inch to fix the sleeve. So I'll do that gradually. Till I get to the sleeve cap, where I'm going to arrange some pleats. The pleats on the sleeve cap is like half of an inch pleat, and it's not more than 3. So I'm just going to spread it on it. I'm just going to spread the pleats on the sleeve cap. The 3 pleats that I want to put on the sleeve cap, I will spread it there. So you can see how I'm trying to because of the collar stay. The collar stay also makes it harder. So I'm almost done. And after fixing the sleeve, we have almost come to the end of the tutorial. Then you can see the beautiful outcome. So this is the end of this tutorial. I believe you have gained one thing or the other. If you are interested in any of our courses, you can just contact the numbers on the screen, and I'm going to direct you as to what to do. And I will see you in my next video. Until then, take good care of yourself. Bye.